Australia fires. Blazes too big to put out as 140 bushfires rage in New South Wales and Queensland. More on this after I sell you a VPN. Secure your phone and internet data with VirtualShield VPN. Whether on a public Wi-Fi connection, in a foreign country or just at home. You can even change your location. Check this out. What's my IP.com? Bang. So here's my current IP address that indicates I'm located in Sydney, Australia. I'll open VirtualShield and change my location to Germany. Hit refresh, and now I've got a new IP address that indicates I'm located in Frankfurt, Germany. This month, VirtualShield is offering a holiday season special of 30% off all VPN plans and all premium add-ons. Sign up for a free 30-day trial to see what all the hype is about. You've got nothing to lose. Bushfires are something Australians are all too familiar with, but this year's fire season is proving to be one of the worst. Fires now stretch along the entire New South Wales coast and have since July burnt through 2 million hectares, the size of some small countries, and destroyed more than 680 homes. Currently, fires have joined to create a mega fire the size of Greater Sydney, burning across 300,000 hectares or 740,000 acres, with a front of roughly 60 kilometres or 37 miles wide, within an hour's drive of Sydney. And with temperatures set to rise again over the coming weeks, and fires burning beyond control, the danger remains far from over.
Delivering a frightening light show as crews desperately try to put it out.
The flames have come dangerously close to properties right along this road.
A mighty westerly sent flames roaring up the mountain, racing towards homes.
Right, you want to move up another 100 metres? This house is going to come under threat now.
The only forecast for rain is expected at this stage to be late January, early February of any meaningful substance.
Well, it's like someone ripping your heart off, eh? That's how you feel at the moment, but what you do, that's life.
News reports run daily that highlight stories about people who have lost their properties and possessions.
I should have stayed with it. It's alright. It's alright.
Lost a few friends in the fire, lost all the possessions. Possessions are nothing. It's the people that count, eh?
I'm just scared.
No one had a chance to do much except run.
Wind just turned and it come in 5-10 minutes. Another 5 minutes I probably wouldn't be talking here.
As well as the damage done to wildlife.
Singed and scorched, a koala cries in pain after being plucked from the burning bush in Australia. This is how we first met Lewis, a very lucky little guy who had the good fortune of being spotted by a rescuer who literally gave the shirt off her back to save his life.
A major topic brought forward from these fires has been the impact on the environment. It's naturally sparked heated debates about climate change, pardon the pun. Here you can see the smoke from space. It's even reached as far as New Zealand, with dust particles turning glaciers red and pink on New Zealand's South Island. The smog from the fires has been so bad in Sydney that breathing the poor air quality is like smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. Even where we live, the smoke has been shocking, and we're about 9 hours drive from Sydney. Most days the smoke can be seen from our back balcony. It's horrible.
A harbour choking as Sydney lives through yet another day of poor air quality.
So with all these environmental effects appearing, which honestly is quite typical through any natural disaster, of course the situation has brought forth political debate. The Greens are using the situation to their advantage as political leverage to fuel outrage towards our government's supposed lack of action to combat climate change. The Prime Minister's speech addressing the fires was criticised heavily.
Our main thoughts and our prayers are with those who have been so directly and horribly impacted by these fires. Those who have lost loved ones and those who will learn they have lost loved ones in the not too distant future.
And it didn't take long for the satirical cartoons and memes to appear in regards to his thoughts and prayers statement, like there's something offensive about saying thoughts and prayers. It is fair to see how the topic of climate change became such a widely discussed issue in regards to the bushfires. People have lost homes, damage can be seen to the wildlife and environment, so the terrible loss manifests into questions of desperation, and people look for someone or something to blame. But a topic you don't expect to hear about in regards to a devastating bushfire is how women are in danger of men, that is, male firefighters, who are likely to come back home from the front line and beat the ever-loving shit out of their partners. Yes, that's right, you heard me.
There's a lot of women out there who are feeling very stressed and very concerned about their futures, about their children's futures. I'd also like to point out that after a cataclysmic event like this, domestic violence peaks and women become extremely unsafe when generally the men return home from the fires and subject them to domestic violence. But certainly research shows, and we know, that women are subjected to much harsher, much crueler forms of domestic violence, and we need to make sure that those women are looked after once the fires are done.
Can you believe this shit? This repulsive bitch right here is Sherelle Moody, an anti-domestic violence advocate and all-round nutjob. She was speaking at a press conference held by Greens Party Senator Larissa Waters, no doubt looking to score some more greenie virtue points against the pollution-loving climate change supervillains known as the Liberal government. Needless to say, this sparked its own metaphorical bushfire. It pissed a lot of people off.
Can you believe the tripe coming out there from that domestic violence campaigner?
To hear that tripe, that absolute tripe from that woman yesterday, suggesting that firefighters were going to go home and belt their missus, that was extraordinary. I've never seen such a public display of sheer bloody mindedness.
And I feel for every man that volunteers that's in the fire ground, because not only are they risking their lives, they've been broadly now tarred with the domestic violence brush. And I just think it's untenable and it's embarrassing and it's wrong.
It's absolutely disgraceful. This is what happens when feminist ideology infects your brain to such an extent that you are incapable of seeing the good in men, and incapable of giving credit where credit's due. These fireys are local heroes, and this is so out of touch with community sentiment. It makes my blood boil.
Greens Senator Larissa Waters was quick to distance herself by releasing this statement. The Greens absolutely do not support the statement made today by Sherelle Moody that firefighters are responsible for an increase in domestic violence during times of disaster. Waters added that Moody was not affiliated with the party and doesn't speak for them. Yeah, next time I'll look more carefully into who I invite to stand next to me in front of a camera to campaign for political feminist virtue points. Fuckhead. It's kind of strange finding yourself in complete agreement with Pauline Hanson, the One Nation Party leader known for wearing a burqa into Parliament.
Senator Hanson.
I'm quite happy to remove this.
And having a cross-dresser write a song about her statement of not liking gays celebrating at Mardi Gras.
How do you react to the gay Mardi Gras, which is really a celebration of homosexuality?
No, I don't like it. I don't like it. When you've turned my voice about, I don't like it.
Pauline lashed out at feminists and paid tribute to Aussie men, describing us as good, honest and hard-working.
It's not often that the dedicated and hard-working men of this country collectively get a pat on the back as they deserve, so I'd like to do that now. Well done, men. You deserve to be honoured. I thank you. It is more often that we uplift women in this country and men are widely regarded as toxic. That is wrong. The extreme majority of men are not toxic, they are good, they are caring. While the firefighters, who are mostly males, were battling the blazes, we had feminists telling us that after they fight the fires, no doubt exhausted and dehydrated, covered in sweat, ash and soot, and with their skin singed from the heat, they go home and beat their partners. What an idiotic suggestion.
Yep, seems pretty idiotic to me. Anyway, that's all for this video. I'll see you next time.